The reports last night, put out by various sources. The Merseyside police said that the English Defence League were fueling the riots. I I think probably they're being over specific. The English Defence League has been assumed into the core of first UKIP, then Brexit, then Reform UK. I don't think the EDL particularly exists as a concept anymore, but it certainly has a. Uh, I don't think it exists anymore as an entity, but I think it certainly exists as a concept. And the deaths of Alice, Bebe, and Elise have definitely been exploited by a far right militancy which wants to see the the attackers ferocity and madness. They wants to see a key trope that defends their message that this is about a a Muslim immigration. The police have very firmly rejected this. They said that a name has been shared on social media in connection with the suspect incident in Southport. The name is incorrect, and we would urge people not to speculate on details of the incident while the investigation is ongoing. Um, and uh, the, the the police have put out information that this person has come from Cardiff. They've put out information this person has come from Banks in Lincolnshire. I don't know where Banks is, uh, but really, not Banks in Lincolnshire. Banks near Southport, um, and this is speculative. It's also there's also a lot of misinformation which has spread and has captured the attention of this militant obsession. And I've seen uh, some of these posts myself that suggest that the identity of the attacker, hating Western values, uh, xenophobically charged, misogynist, and so on. Uh, there's a RT Russia Today has definitely been spreading misinformation, and there can be no doubt about that. But I think it's important to pull back from that, and I think the what is clear is the disintegration of our sense of unity in society. In the past, we would have been coming together as a society to mourn and to reflect on the viciousness that has gone on. But instead, what's happened is we've seen a situation where people have come together to riot, to actually inflame the situation further. And is this in the interests of Russia today? Maybe it is. Maybe it is. Maybe this defends the idea that that the British government was right to proscribe Russia Today as a news channel because it simply inflames and encourages the worst behaviour with its mix of misinformation and whipping up hatred. The only way to deal with hatred is to project friendship and and openness, because hatred thrives on one single thread, one closed idea. Openness, questioning, opportunity, and the embrace of friendliness, the embrace of warmth. But this atmosphere, this charged atmosphere, began right at the beginning with Keir Starmer's arrival and the heckling. How many more children? And people have gone on social media looking very emotional. Why would one not be emotional when children have been killed savagely in some meaningless attack? The problem for these emotional outbursts is that people want to find one solid answer, one single thread, one closed idea that explains everything. That is a conspiracy. That's a desire for a conspiracy theory. It's a desire for an answer for everything. There isn't an answer for everything. And that is the crux, and that is the issue. We cannot have answers for everything. We cannot be universally right. We cannot be universally equipped with knowledge and a solution. We can identify the problem, and the solutions are manifold. And one of the problems with the right wing, as exemplified by people like Suella Braverman and Nigel Farage and Tommy Robinson and Kemi Badenoch, the whole range of them, is that they confuse the identification of the problem with their specific solution. And not to accept their specific solution is not to identify, is not to agree that the problem exists. There is a problem, and there are multiple solutions. We have to find the solution that works. And actually, if we're very good, the problem no longer exists. The problem may even go away. And there are a range of problems. The biggest problem, the core problem, is the fracturing of our society and the loss of unity, the loss of leadership, and the loss of respect for authority, for leadership. And this is why apportioning blame, trying to find answers, conspiracy theories, this is why that is the wrong approach. And identifying the damage which is done, that's important. And last night should have been a vigil to support the families of Alice, of Bebe, of Elise, and of all those children who are in hospital recovering from this dreadful assault, and of the adults. Instead, it became a riot about people who were not involved, who want an answer, who want meaning. Meaning may not exist yet. And the meaning which is projected by these malicious organizations like RT, Channel 3 Now, all of these fake news organizations that want to whip up alarm, that want to whip up conspiracy, that want to help to fracture our society. Yes, we should listen to them and we should condemn them, because they're not doing us any favors, are they? They're really not. It's a distraction. Like the calls for the punishment or the reward to the policeman who kicked the fellow on the floor in Manchester Airport. The issue is the damage done by that video on social media. The issue is the damage done to the reputation of the police. Everything else is secondary. And social media wants us to have a binary attitude. It's either the police who are at fault or it's the family at fault. No, it's not binary. The family are definitely at fault. It's on video. And so is the policeman. It's on video. It's not an alleged kick, it's a real kick. The reasons? Another matter. But you can't dispute the damage done by that video. Finding reasons, finding an answer, that's another matter. And we need to get rid of this idea that we've got an answer for everything, because we haven't. We can identify the problems. The solutions are another matter.